everybody, it's Lynn. I wanted to do a quick finished jewelry update for July. It's hard to believe that it's actually the last day of July. This year's going by so fast, it's just almost making me do a double take. But anyway, welcome. I'm happy you're here. Um, hope everybody is doing very well. So let's just jump right in. I'll show you some of the things that I've made. I couldn't fit everything on my mat, so I was just pulling out the things that basically you guys might also have the materials. So with that package that we had that was leopard skin Jasper, I got the companion bundle, and I just had to have it because of these little guys, these leopard heads. So I made a pair of earrings, just suspending them from a chain like so. So that's one pair. And then I did another pair using the crystals that were cube shaped and just put those directly on an earring. Okay, so there's those. Another pair that actually I just made it from things in my stash because I thought it was cute. We have a little snake here, if you can see him. And we got these lampwork beads in one of the packages that I got. So I had these studs already, so I just attached them to that. Just, I don't know, they're fun. I know snakes freak out a lot of people, but they're actually a good thing depending on the kind of snake it is. For us here in this location or this area, they help control the rodent population, and that can be important for farmers and people with livestock. So because their food, they get into their food. Okay, here's a kind of a bold necklace I made. I wanted to show you guys. This medallion came from Beadbox Bargain Store. And I had these beads in my stash. I chose these beads because this reminds me of a peacock, and I really love peacocks. I think they're so awesome, yet they're a little bit mean sometimes. So I just did chain on the medallion here with a little crystal in the middle, and I graduated it and just attached it, from side to side, and put that little drop in the middle there. And then I used these beads with bead caps from my stash just because they reminded me of a peacock blue, and you get a few different colors as these, kind of turn. So that's something that I made that really didn't have anything to do with any of our boxes, but I thought it was kind of cool. Now we'll get into some of the Kimaba Jasper. I made this set. Here are the earrings. This was mostly out of the companion bundle, I believe. So I made that. I made this little bracelet, and as a center bead, I used one of the Z agate beads there. And I really was into doing simple loops this month for some reason. I usually shy away from them, but I was having fun with them this month. Then I used these leaves to connect the chain to the necklace, and then here's our focal. Well, actually, here we go. There's our focal, and I used these turquoise beads, the nugget beads, some of the glass beads here, or the agate. I think that was agate. A couple of the Z beads here, and finished it up with the bronze chain. So there's that set. And then another set using that carved rose focal and the matte beads, and the bead caps that we got in that package as well. So there's that. I thought it came out pretty. I didn't use a whole lot of beads on this necklace because these beads have a little weight to them, And, you know, most people don't really care for jewelry that's too heavy. So there's that one. And then here I used all of those little Heishi beads and these little crystals. They're little 4 millimeter crystals that I actually had in my stash. I used that tiny little pendant there because you know, this called for something dainty to me. So I kind of like it because, you know, as you can see, this could be male or female could wear this. It's not, you know, it's not just for women, I think. So there's that. And then more of the nugget beads I used here with the crystals that came in a value bundle. And then I got this on the Beadbox Bargain store. That's beautiful little pendant. I wanted to do something in copper, so I did this. And to match it, because I put these rings in there for the earrings, I just did a stone with the little circle here. And then a bracelet using the crystals as the focal point of the bracelet and finishing it with the nuggets and a magnet with a safety chain. So there's that set. Okay. Then I made these earrings. These little owls I had in my stash. And I also had this owl in my stash. And I used more of the matte Kimaba Jasper and some of the leopard skin Jasper. These big beads were from my stash, but I wanted to make something that was a part of my Vikings collection. Um, they wore a lot of bronze and silver back in the day. I love anything Viking just because it's part of my heritage. And then these little earrings to go with it. Okay, so there's that. Then this one I think is also unisex. I had this ram in my stash. He's kind of bold there, but I thought, you know, this could be male or female. And these beads were also in my stash. It's oh shoot, what is that stone? I know you guys recognize it. My mind is blank right now. It's very early here. Okay, so there's that. And then I just put, I had a big lobster claw that I put on the end of that. Okay. I think it's mookite. I think that's the word I'm searching for. Anyway, there's that. And then here I used the red rainbow jasper that came in, I think it was last month's box. And the Z agate bead is a focal here. And then the black cylinder beads. And just made a necklace here. This also, in my opinion, could be unisex. Okay, so there's that. This one is just a set, including a bracelet and earrings. Okay, these all came in the package as well. Another one of the Z beads. I used all of those up. The crystals and the English cut Kimaba Jasper. So, because I don't wear a lot of necklaces, I tend to make bracelets and earrings for myself. Okay, and one more here. This gorgeous leopard pendant. This was from the package that was the leopard skin jasper. And then we had these black onyx beads. And then these Z beads. Got some little turquoise rondelles in there and the spacer beads also. But I used that, and then I used that really pretty clasp here that came in the package. I just think it's really pretty. And then to go with this, we have earrings using these lampwork beads that we had in those tiny little leopard charms. Okay, so that's that set. And then last but not least, this one was kind of an experiment. I bezeled a pear-shaped fancy stone here, and then did this. This is actually 6-row herringbone rope, and then of course finished it off with the chain. I did this in gunmetal because I thought, oh, that's kind of fun. And then the red pendant, just black and red is just pretty together. And I just did a herringbone bail just to fit over the rope, but you could take this off if you didn't want to wear that. So, okay, guys, well, that's some of what I've been up to this month. There is more, but it's all stuff that I made from my stash. So, I hope you guys have had a good month. We're all looking forward to August. I can't believe tomorrow is August 1st, but it is. So we'll be waiting on our subscriptions for August to see what we come up with. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Remember to be kind to one another and take good care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.